Hey friends, it's Tracy from Hall of Fame Moms, and I am here with another Frugal Friday. Okay, so this week for Frugal Friday, I think this is number 4 or 5, I can't remember. I am going to tell you a little bit about our grocery budget and what I'm doing for that. Now, if you read my blog post from the other day, I mentioned that I'm a budget beginner again. I know that, like, my husband and I have, I know we've kind of tried to do the budget thing in the past, and we've had, a big reason for why we've not really stuck with it. And you can read up, put that post in the description box below. But even with our limitations, I am budgeting as if I have the cash to budget, and so I'm trying to feel my way through that for this month of January. So I got off to a rocky start, and so some of my my goals are, like my budget plan for the amount that I wanted to spend on groceries is not worked out. So I've got to either figure out where I can cut back, or if I just need to increase it a little bit. I tend to go too far one way or another sometimes with things. So, in fact, years ago I tried to do a $35 a week grocery budget, so you can imagine that was doomed to fail. Right now I'm trying to do a $50 a week budget, and I don't necessarily mean to spend only $50 a week. If I were to spend $70 one week, then it would just be like an average of $50 a week. Some things that have changed from years ago, though, would be that I don't coupon anymore. I rarely ever use a coupon, because I do the majority of my grocery shopping from Aldi's, and they don't take coupons. We do some coupons for some other things like Bed Bath & Beyond, the rare times that I buy something there. Of course, going out to eat. And if I happen to see a coupon, we don't even get a newspaper subscription. And I don't look for coupons to download on the internet like I used to. I used to be like a coupon junkie for a little while. And I would play the deal game, I'd go to like Walgreens and Rite Aid and do their like perk things, and then get my register rewards and stuff like that. But you know what? I want less clutter in my life, not just in my home, but less clutter in my mind, and I just don't have time for all that, I don't have time or mental energy to be running to Rite Aid and running to Walgreens and running to Giant Eagle for double coupons and that sort of thing. So I'm I'm really thankful for Aldi, because it's just so simple, and they have been getting more of the organic type of things in their line. And anyways, let me look into my wallet here. But I've done some research, looking for some tips. There's some things that we can do, and I don't want to have to keep a detailed list of every single thing we buy, and we can't do a strictly cash budget. And I talk about that some in a blog post that I'll link down below. But instead of doing like a cash envelope, I made these laminated cards for my wallet. Oops. And I'll talk about this on a blog post, and I'll, soon. So then I made the tabs that I wanted, and then what I do is I will keep my receipts from the groceries in that section, and that becomes my itemized list. So the only category that I'm going to talk about right now, which is really the main category I'm dealing with for the month of January, and that's our groceries, to try to get our budget to, to see if we can spend a limit of like $200 a month on groceries. So I don't know exactly where we're at on that. I know that I've definitely gone over it if you look at it from a week-to-week point of view. Then in my homemade, this is just a composition notebook that I've, decorated with the stuff that I have. It's kind of ugly. It's ugly. You can say that. It's ugly. but it's certainly bright and colorful, and I just used what I had. I just don't want to get hung up on the looks of it. I do like that it's, you know, the washi tape and the duct tape and stuff in the cardstock makes it feel like it's got more substance to it. It's just a composition notebook. Here's where I will keep my receipts after I log them, like this. So, and this will probably change down the road. So this is where I do list the different places I went. Like each receipt gets an entry, pretty much, unless I combine something. So, you know, things will probably change as I, you know, get used to what I'm doing and figure out what works. So, what was I going to tell you about the budget? Oh, so our grocery budget. Yeah, so this is January 13th, and I've already spent like $150. I know I was just at Aldi's the other day. I think I've already spent like $180 in groceries. And granted, some of these groceries will last us, you know, for weeks. So I can probably stretch it. Maybe I'll be able to stay under 200. That would be awesome if I could. So some of the things that I'm doing to try to make it work, something, you know, like hanging up that we could write down what leftovers we had in the fridge so that he knew what was in there that needs to get eaten. So I found this free printable online, and I printed it off, laminated it, and this is our dry erase menu thing. So I mean, if I want to put down what meal I'm planning for a certain night, I don't usually do meal plans like that. That might be something I'll do eventually. But at least I put down what we have, and I could add a date and that sort of thing. And this can be on the fridge. This will be on the refrigerator so that he knows and I know what's in there, because you know things get lost in the fridge. Let's see what else. Oh, something that I bought this month from Bed Bath & Beyond, and I did use a coupon, so I saved a couple dollars on it. Is the Veggetti Pro. Okay, so I looked at some of the different options that they had there, and one of the workers actually had one of these and talked highly of it and told me about how they used it and what I could expect from it. So the reason I got this is because I need to lose some weight, and I want to try to replace the pasta with the with veggies. So this will give me help me make veggie noodles, you know. So I want to try that. So I got that for under $20. Available online too. So I will put a link to it down below. Oh yeah, and besides that, I've been doing a lot of food prep, and I've been a lot more mindful not to just run to with the boys to Wendy's for lunch and that sort of things. I mean, that stuff can quickly add up to, like, you know, on the low end, you know, dollar menu, you're looking at, you know, maybe $5, which isn't bad for 3 of us to eat. If we each spent $2, it'd be like $6, but that adds up. But it can jump higher, you know, if you run through Burger King or if you run through somewhere else. So about the only eating out we do is on Sunday after church, since you know, if we're all hungry and we get out of church and we can just go eat, it'll be a treat. Or Little Caesars, and Little Caesars actually fits right into a budget easily, because in our area the hot and ready pizzas are $5, and you'll pay $5 or more for a large pizza in the freezer section or the refrigerator section, even at Aldi's, I think, and probably more than $5. I think they're like $4.99, $6.99, that sort of thing. So so that to me is a no-brainer, and my son loves Little Caesars, and I don't have to cook it then. So anyway, so that's it for this Frugal Friday. If you want to share your budget tips, what you're doing to budget, please do so. Tell me in the comments, and I will look for that and I will read it. Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye.